This video describes a staking plan for betting. Each bet that we place aims to increase our bank by a set percentage. So you can see from that we should be betting to a profit target each time that we place a bet. As our bank increases, our profit target gets bigger, and if we hit losers and the bank goes down, our profit target gets smaller. So the overall aim is to have some winning bets and compound profits from those winning bets to increase our bank. Now we can change the percentage in the spreadsheet anytime we like, and it will retain all the results that have gone before that point. There's a graph in the spreadsheet that shows the progress of our profits or losses, and also if we need to bet more than one selection in an event, there's a Dutch to a profit target spreadsheet included in this spreadsheet package. Right, let's look at the spreadsheet inputs. We'll start over here on the right hand side and input your starting bank there in column J, and the percentage of your bank that you would like to win, you can set that in column K. Up at D1, enter your commission rate in Betfair. Then start over here, input the date of your event. These are the details of your horses or football teams or whatever else you're betting on. Input your bet odds in column C. If you hit a loser, input a 0 or a blank, and if you hit a winner, input a 1. As you enter these odds, you get some stake sizes here, so these are the stakes that you would be putting in Betfair. This is the amount of winnings that you're aiming for. So if you have a bank of 100 and you're aiming for a 10% of that, your profit target will be £10, of course. If you hit a loser or a winner, your profit or loss is shown here, and these are added together and totalled in column I. And as your bets and lays progress, your bank will go up and down, and this is the size of your bank shown in column J. Now these, the progression of your bets, the total of your profit or loss, are shown on a graph over to the right here. So as you hit winners and losers, your graph goes up and down. Okay, so that's the basics of the sheet. So to clear the sheet, just delete columns A to E and anything that might be below there in column K. So we'll put some examples in the sheet. To keep things nice and simple, we'll take a starting bank of £100 and we'll look to win 10% of that bank, whatever it is, each time with each bet. As the bank goes up, we'll be betting for a bigger profit target, and if it goes down, we'll be betting for a smaller profit target. Now you can put your date in with a slash, so if you put in 2/5, you'll get 2nd of May, and if you put in 7/10, you get the 7th of October. Put the name of your runner in there, horse 1 for instance, and put his odds in there. We'll use odds of evens so you can keep things nice and simple to start with, and we'll be looking for a profit target of 10% of our £100 bank. So there's our profit target that we're aiming for, which is £10. So at evens we would need to bet £10 to win £10. At odds of 11 we would only need a stake of £1 to win our £10. So you can see from that the size of our stake is dependent on how big our profit target is and the size of our odds. And if we hit a winner, put a 1 in there, whatever our odds are, our profit would be the same. So if I put the odds of 2 back in there, you can see that we still win £9.50, whichever odds we use. So if it wins, put a 1 in, and we win our £10, plus less commission is £9.50, and that is added to our bank. Our next bet looks to win 10% of that, so put another one in, put the date in, horse 2, put his odds in, we'll put evens in just to keep it nice and easy. And you can see we now need to win £10.95, which is 10% of £109.50. So evens, we bet £10.95, and if it wins, we win £10.95, less commission is £10.40. That is added on to that, gives us £119.90. The next bet we'll be looking to win 10% of that. So we'll put another one in, another date, and another horse, and some more odds of 4 or something. And to win £11.99, which is 10% of that, we'll need to bet 4 at odds of 4. If it loses, we'll lose our 4, and that would be taken off that, and then we'll be looking to win 10% of that one next time. If it wins, we win £11.39 after commission, and that is added on, and so it goes on. So if we're lucky and have some good results and our bank is increasing, we may decide to increase the percentage of our bank that we're looking to win. Even at 10% of 131, that is, we're now aiming for a bigger profit target than before, but if we've had some good results we may increase it. So put 20 in there. We're now looking for a profit that is 20% of our bank now with our next bet. So put another one in, date and a horse, and maybe odds of 5. Now we'll be looking to win 20% of 131.29 now, and that would need a stake of £6.56, and that would win us £26.26. If that loses, we lose our £6.56. If it wins, we win our £26.26 less commission, and that is added on to the bank, and we're looking to win 20% of that next time. So if it won at 4-1 now, stake 10.42. If it loses, leave it blank, then we lose our £10.42. If it wins, put a 1 in, and we win 31s.25, less commission, which is 29.69, and that is added on again. Now as we're doing all this, our profit and loss goes up and down here, as if we had any losers in. I'll just put a loser in, and you can see that it goes down, and our graph over at the side here goes up and down according to what results we've had, and so it goes on. Now we can see that even though we've altered the percentage of our bank that we're looking to win here, these results here remained unaltered. They stayed in the sheet and were entered into the graph. Now if things don't go quite right, we can enter a smaller percentage again back in there, and enter another one, five or something, and our stakes go back down again, and that is now aiming for 10%. We've set 10% there, so that is 10% of our bank in the previous race. Okay, so that's more or less how the spreadsheet works. Now if you decide to bet a few football teams that are all kicking off at the same time, or maybe you're at work and you like to place a few bets, you might need to retain the same profit target for each of those bets because you don't yet know the results. So to do that, just input one date and then leave the other dates below blank opposite your other teams, and that date controls what profit target is shown in there. So I'll put some odds in for these three teams, 3.5 and 5 and 7 or something, and you can see now that the profit target there of 1641 is retained at 10% of the previous line above for the bank. So that won't this profit target won't update unless you put another date in there. I'll just demonstrate that for this bottom one here. I'll put another date in there, 11th of October, just the same. And you can see now that the sheet has seen those two losers there and reduced the bank there, and that now is 10% of that one because we've got a date in. If I delete that, it'll go back to 1641. There we are. So that's how to retain the same profit target for a few bets that you may place on one day or something like that. Now if we fit losers there with those blanks, we've had a few losses and our bank is at 150. So if we put a date in now, we'll be aiming for 10% of that 150. So I'll just put another one in, 12th of October, and a horse or something, and put some odds in. And you can see now that we've got a profit target of 1507, which is 10% of 150.73. So you can see now that this date controls your profit target each time. Leave a couple blank, and the sheet totally ignores what's happening to the bank and looks at the level of the bank when the last date was entered. As soon as you put a new date in, all the sheet updates and it just carries on where it left off, as if nothing has happened. Okay.